a predator. You know why he had to become a predator? Because of everything that was done to him. You understand? That's why when you used to watch him and how he used to abuse his brothers and sisters, make them walk miles to go get some cheesecake. You understand? It's because that's what they made him do to succeed in that industry.
That's right.
So if he got people saying, I got to sleep with you to get on, what do you think he did to get on? You understand? You look at R. Kelly. You know why R. Kelly was dealing with all those young girls? Because the older woman molested R. Kelly. Because that's where that spirit comes from. Everything on this planet is trying to reproduce itself. And you know who can't reproduce? Homosexuals. That's who can't reproduce. Rape, homosexuality, all of that is in the same family when it comes to spiritual wickedness. All of them are cousins and best friends of each other. Why do you think that the homosexuals in Sodom and Gomorrah wanted to rape angels? Because rape is the spirit of homosexuality. Being a sexual predator is the spirit of homosexuality. And since two homosexuals can't reproduce, this is how they reproduce. When they molest your children. And now your child grows up and becomes a molester. You understand? And that's why Diddy's a predator now. Because Diddy learned it from his daddy, that's the white man. You better never trust your oppressor. You understand? The only time you don't trust your oppressor is when it comes down to conspiracy theories. You understand? When it comes down to vaccinations, that's when you don't trust the oppressor. But when he's bringing heroin and fentanyl, then you trust the oppressor. You understand? You question where a vaccine comes from, but you don't question where the heroin came from. You don't question where the Newports came from. You don't question where the weed came from. You don't question where the coke came from. But you gonna question all that. You know what else? Hold on, let this noise pass. You'll question everything else in life. You understand? But nah. Oh, buddy got the perk. So you gonna go smoke everything up on the block. You understand? Down to the point where you got rappers saying, I knew the perk was fake, but I still ate it because I'm a gremlin. Now you got this young 20-something-year-old rapper who just OD'd. You understand? Eating a fake Percocet. You understand? Because you ain't want to question that. You want to believe everything but what God said. You know what else you want to believe? You want to believe now in aliens and UFOs and what are they calling them now? UAPs? You understand? You believe everything that the white man says about UAPs. You understand? All the drones that's flying over Jersey. But you don't even understand that the God told you what UFOs was in the Bible years ago. You understand? You want to trust your enemy on everything that isn't important. On everything. And then you wonder why we lost Harlem. You understand? You wonder why Harlem was gentrified. You know what else was gentrified? The Bible was gentrified. You want to throw the Bible out because of Christianity. I admit, I agree. Throw out Christianity. Don't throw out the Bible. Throw out the pastor. Throw out the imam. Get rid of religion.
Right.
God didn't give us religion. You know what God said? He gave us the truth. And the truth shall set you free. And the truth is, ain't no aliens that's flying over New Jersey right now. Let me tell you something. There's two types of UFOs flying over New Jersey right now. All right? One of them says property of the U.S. government on the side of it. The other one belongs to the angels. The other one is what the Bible described as a wheel within a wheel. As the whirlwind that took up Elijah. As the flaming chariots that the Bible described. That's what's in the Bible.
That's right.
You understand? What you think they got the Space Force for? Huh? You think they go fight Rocket Raccoon and the Guardians of the Galaxy? That's what you think? You know what I'm saying? Volume 4. They come to Earth and the white man go fight them? Nah, they trying to fight your salvation. They want you to think aliens is coming back instead of a black man named Jesus Christ. They want you to turn on your salvation on our army. That's what they want you to do. You don't even understand, and this is what blows my mind. Like, how every single black person I run into, Hispanic person I run into is in some form of Christianity. And all y'all believe America is Babylon, and everybody believes that Babylon got to fall, but you trust in the Babylonian system? You want to go vote for Kamala, vote for Trump? Only reason you wanted to vote for Kamala is because you're scared of Trump. That's it. Because you're horrified at what's going to come. That's all that matters. Because that's the time when you don't want to trust your enemy. But what you don't even realize is the Democrats is your enemy just like the Republicans is your enemy. You understand? Neither one of them care. A house can't stand against itself. A divided house can't stand. You think that they ain't one and the same? It don't matter if the Democrats is in office or if the Republicans is in office. Fentanyl's still coming to Harlem. The police are still going to choke us out in illegal chokeholds. You understand? Drugs is going to flow like the Mississippi River. But it ain't flowing like the Euphrates because the Euphrates is drying up. You know how I know that was going to happen? Bible told me in Revelations 2,000 years ago. You understand me? You know how I know wars and rumors of wars was going to happen? Bible told me 2,000 years ago that that's what was going to happen.
That's right.
You know how I know that all these countries are going into World War III? Bible told me 2,000 years ago.
That's right.
But what you don't understand is because you believe America's a melting pot. You think we all supposed to come together. You've been watching too much goddamn Disney Channel. That's the problem. You've been brainwashed by Pixar. You think that the lion, the meerkat, and the warthog go down in the watering hole together. Nah, the lion eats, you understand, the warcat, the meerkat, the warthog. You understand? They're natural enemies. And you don't even understand the white man's your natural enemy. You know why? Because of Caesar Borgia. You understand? That's why. Because of white Jesus. You think that they love us, that's God. That is not God. Black man, where's your God? Why your God look like a white man? You understand? The East Indians got a God that looks like them. The Chinese got a God that looks like them. White man gonna make himself God every chance that he can.
Right.
You gonna have a white God? Hispanic man, you gonna have a white God? That don't make no sense. Every other nation chooses themselves every single time. We're the only ones that you gotta force us to love each other. That's why you gotta hear about black-owned business. You don't hear about Chinese-owned business. You gotta hear about buy black. You don't hear about buy Chinese. You hear made in China, though. That's what you hear.
That's right.
You understand? Because every race on the planet knows to stick with themselves. We're the only ones who don't know that. Nature tells you that. You ever see pigeons hanging out with the crows? Never. Do you understand that there's a difference between uptown and downtown rats and they don't mix? All the rats that you see running around in New York City, uptown and downtown rats have two different cultures. And when they see each other, they fight. They will not mix with each other. They will not mate with each other. But black man, you can't wait to get a Kardashian. You can't wait. You understand? End up crazy like Kanye West buying a house across the street from Pete Davidson. You understand? You end up like Lamar Odom, ODing in a whorehouse. Y'all want to love white women so much, and then you end up like Bill Cosby. You understand? Y'all turn around, you want to love white people so much, then you end up like Diddy. Wasn't the same companies that made Diddy famous the same ones that's bashing him right now?
That's right.
And I ain't telling you Diddy innocent. Nah, Diddy got to go under the jail. But what's the difference between what Diddy did and what Hugh Hefner does? Not a goddamn thing. You know why, black man? You can't be no criminal. You understand? Like you sell drugs, you get 15 years max. You understand? White man sell drugs, he's Oliver North. He's a general.
Right.
You understand? White man sell drugs, he's George Washington Sr., the head of the CIA. You write graffiti, you go to jail. White man carve his face into a mountain, it's Mount Rushmore. You can't be no criminal. You understand? That's why whenever you do something wickedness, that's why you ever see a brother who got a serious spirit of homosexuality on him, before he even speaks, you look at him and you say, nah, there's some sugar in that tank. Because that spirit that's on him, you can't even tell. But there is a white man who is the mayor of a city who was smoking crack and gay, and nobody knew. You understand? Because that's who they are. They are the wicked. They are the villain that's inside the earth. You don't believe me? Donald Trump. Once I tell you the white man's evil, I mention Donald Trump. Now it's everything. So, oh, it can't be all of them. Yeah, it's all of them. They don't love us. We got to love ourselves. Every nation loves themselves. And that's what's coming. Matter of fact, give me Isaiah. Give me Isaiah, the 13th chapter. And I want you to start at verse 12. I'm about to teach y'all something extremely important. I'm about to show y'all something that they will not tell you in church because the pastor's been lying to you. Just to get grandma's money, mama's money, auntie's money. That's why there ain't no real men in the church. There's only soft and effeminate men inside the church. Right. You understand? That's why I don't see none of these strong brothers out here in church on Sunday. Because you know damn well there's an effeminate vibe inside that church. There's too much estrogen inside there. You understand? And all you got is a pimp on that pulpit. Read what you got.
Isaiah chapter 13, verse 12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold.
Here's what you need to understand. If you're a black, Latino, or Native Indian, you find gold to the Lord. That's right. You understand? You see your so-called nationality on this side right here, according to God, He's supposed to make you more precious than fine gold. But we got impurities right now. You understand? The impurities is everything that we learned, that we added onto ourselves inside of America. The impurities is that we would rather sell drugs to one another. You understand? That we prostitute our daughters. We keeping the strip clubs open. That we're destroying ourselves, robbing each other, cheating each other. Willing to kill a brother over $50. But you gonna smile in the white man's face all day on them jobs. You understand? With them microaggressions that they give you. Read.
Even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir.
You understand? That's where all the gold came from. You understand? We're worth more than all them gold mines. Read.
Verse 13. Therefore, I will shake the heavens.
And that's what's happening. The heavens is going to shake. And you see everybody looking up to the heavens right now, worried about drones and this and that, because everybody knows that's where the salvation comes from. Everybody knows Christ is coming back. Why do you think they made the Space Force? Think about that. There's a new military branch known as the Space Force. Read.
And the earth shall remove out of her place.
Good.
In the wrath of the Lord of hosts, and in the day of his fierce anger.
Go ahead.
Verse 14. And it shall be as the chased roe.
As a chased roe, like a chased deer. Go ahead.
And as a sheep that no man taketh up.
Go ahead.
They shall, every man, turn to his own people.
And that's what's going to happen. Every man is going to turn on to his own people. Why do you think there's a Chinatown? The Chinese stick with themselves. You go over to Queens, there's a whole East Indian village over there. Might as well be Bollywood. Right. The East Indians stick with themselves. Right. You walk around the corner, go inside that damn Dunkin' Donuts. It's all East Indians working in there. Why they ain't hire anybody from Harlem? Why they only hiring themselves? The Chinese only hire themselves. These people are going to stick with themselves. You know who else said they was going to stick with themselves? Ontario, Canada. Right. They said, let Donald Trump put tariffs on us. We cut the power off. Go watch. That's literally what he just said. Canada's going to stick with Canada. America's going to stick with America. But black man, let me ask you something. When has America ever stuck with you? Huh? When they gave you justice to Eric Gardner? Oh, no, they didn't. There was no indictment. You understand? When have they stuck with us? Never.
Right.
But everybody else is going to stick with their own. You understand? Because you know what? Let me. If I could teach you anything today, right? It's something that's going to sound so crazy. You understand? But the truth sounds crazy in a mad world. Racism works.
Right. That's right.
You understand? You don't believe racism works? How they got Chinatown? Black man, you ever try to put a job application in Chinatown? Hell nah. Because racism works. You know how America was able to become a superpower? Racism. Now, I'm not telling you to lynch nobody. I'm not telling you to oppress nobody for 500 years. What I am telling you is, could we tell our children the white man's the devil?
Right.
Could we work all year and when we give our children gifts, not give the credit to Santa Claus? Black man, we shouldn't even be celebrating Christmas. It's a pagan holiday.
Right.
But you're going to work overtime every month, you understand, in November and December, to get your baby and your grandkids or your children, you understand, toys, just for Santa Claus to get the cookies? For Santa Claus to get the glory? You won't give it to some overweight white man? Black man, where's your honor in your household? God said you were worth more than fine gold. Huh? Where's that honor at? I ain't telling you that, listen, here's what I want to tell y'all. I'm not trying to require any of you to hate. I'm trying to require you to love.
Right.
But if you really love Black, Latinos, and Native Indians, the hate will come natural.
Right.
It'll be so natural. You know why? Because the opposite of love is hate. The opposite of hate is love. So if you love something, then you would hate anything that comes against what you love. Hasn't America been coming against what we're supposed to love for the last 400 years? Huh? Haven't these people been a plague in the earth for the past 2,000 years?
That's right.
Like, this is what I'm talking about. To the point where we got white fentanyl addicts walking around and having the audacity to open their mouth against Black and Latinos like the Harlem Renaissance ain't happened here. Like this wasn't the pinnacle of blackness inside of America. You understand? Like Madam C.J. Walker ain't walked these blocks. That's what it is? Read.
They shall every man turn to his own people and flee, every one into his own land.
Now let me ask you something. The East Indians got a place to go back to. It's called India. You understand? The Africans got countries to go back to. Black man, when something goes wrong in America, where the hell you gonna go to? Where you gonna go? What you gonna do? That's what I thought. We better come together. We better prefer one another. You better look at every Black and Latino as another piece of gold, just like you look at yourself. You understand? And you better realize that the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
That's what you better realize. You understand? And if they would have knew about that in the AMC church, you understand, they would have thought twice. You understand? Before inviting Dylan Roof Storm in. You want to ask who? You want to know who the devil is? Go look up any single mass shooter. You understand? In the last 10 years, I bet you 99.9999% of them is white. You understand? You know when there was no mass shootings happening? During COVID, because white people were locked up in the house. They couldn't come outside the place, so they couldn't bring the AKs out no more. You understand? So the world was safe because we were in quarantine. You better never trust your enemy. You understand me? You better never trust them. You got a question?
I'm the devil.
You white?
Yeah, I'm white.
Listen, your whole
Fucking white. I'm German.
I'm gonna help
and
you
I'm
out with
proud
this.
of it.
I bet you
I'm
are.
proud of
You should be.
And I should
you
be.
should be. And you
We
know
should
what?
all be
And we
fucking
should. And
proud.
let me tell you something.
No matter
and
what race
and let me
you
tell you
are,
something. You got every right. You got every right to be proud of it. And you know what I got the right to do? I got the right to shame you for your history. I got the right to shame you for everything that you've done. And you descend from a race of devils. You understand that? You descend from a hateful race. You see that? You see that? They show their true colors. I speak about peace among Black people, and he wants to tell me to go F myself. Because I speak peace, and he speaks war. Because that's who he is. And the devil will always reveal himself. You understand that? That's white pride that he says that he has. Speaking against Black and Hispanics who want to come together. That's right. I'm trying to tell you. And then he said he was German. I was waiting for him to go. That's what I was waiting on. I think he was a few seconds away from it. You understand? And all I had to do was have a brief conversation with him. And you see how fast he's ready to get aggressive? You see how fast? Yeah. Now, if I was a police officer and I would have said I feared for my life and shot him, then what? Ain't that what they do to us? Right. And what did we do? Have some boiling water on the stove like Sonia Macy? What Eric Garner do? Try to break up a fight? You understand? But meanwhile, you see these devils that got the audacity to act like that in Harlem? Don't ever question who the devil is again. He just showed himself. And what do they always say? When somebody shows you who they are, believe it. He just showed me who he was, and I believe it. I'm going to give it back to the brother.
Nobody tell you cry. You know why? Because I never saw you before. But you a black man like me. And it works out.
My whole life was trying to find something to follow. Had loyalty, every man tried to borrow. Felt pain and a lot of sorrow. Got betrayed, so packed, I didn't even have my heart broke. Living confused, about to lose hope. Cops got me on the side of the road like a sideshow. Need an antidote before I croak. Now I'm setting fire to rhythm man blues, call this guitar smoke. Rebel with no cause, trying to find direction. The world got me vexed. Picked up a bad liquor habit that's hereditary from oppression. Felt like my life was on fire, trying to find an exit. Now look, 10 G's plus a good record. Sometimes a follower is a soldier, trying to find a good ship. Plus when you in hell, how do you excel? Wisdom the breath of life, I don't believe in fairy tale. Listen well to what I tell. No calling can cause pain, something that a rebel knows very well. Can't you tell I was sent from the Lord?